This is it. This is a stream where I sit here, do camos. It is as boring as it sounds. Just on that dark ether camo grind, which is basically the Damascus of this game, but for zombies. It's a very big pain, but, you know, I want it, so. This is nothing but a time waster, by the way. If you've ever known mastery camos at all, they're nothing but time wasters. It's a great accomplishment after you get it, except Damascus. Damascus is the exception. It's not an accomplishment. It's just a sign of time wasting, because the camo sucked. Still got it anyway, but, you know, the camo sucked. I don't know if it was worth it. But whenever this gets to about round 33, 34, or basically whenever Big Guy shows up again, Megaton, Bingala Chungal Slamungus, whenever he shows up again, I'm just gonna die. Because I'm going to be starting from the beginning. Hopefully I get this camo. I don't think I'll get the camo by then, but we're starting from the beginning. And I want to show the easiest way to go on a dark ether camo grind for zombies. There's a really easy way. And I mean, obviously I'm doing it right now, but this is the end product of the entire situation. Nothing but headshots and a couple regular kills, because I suck at aiming. Let's go. I have Pellington as a secondary. So that's what the box gave me earlier this game. Could be worse. I'm already done snipers. I might do this every night until I get dark ether. Just cause I'm getting real close. I just have SMGs and assault rifles to do. And then I'm done. Which is not a lot at all. I'm already really close. And I want to get it before the new map comes out. At least. Well, I wish I had that much armor in the beginning, so I didn't have to pay for my first level. But, yeah, there's a super easy way that I have basically set up. By now, it's like muscle memory at this point to do set things in set orders to start having the ability to actually camo grind. Oh, and there's Mr. Megaton Man. He showed up for the party. Hey, buddy, don't hit me. See, now I don't really have the weaponry to kill him, unless I get an insta-kill. If I get an insta-kill, then I can melt him. No problem. Oh look, got the pack punch kill. That means I'm close to the crit kills. Maybe I will in this one. Maybe I will. I don't know. I don't know why I'm playing on a Molotov. I'm trying to get crits. Oh man, my brain is mush. Milano, level 37. I'm gonna have to do a lot of leveling after I get these crit kills, and it's gonna suck. Especially now that double weapon XP is gone. Oh, an insta-kill. Oh! Where is he? There he is. Don't do it. Okay, there's his split. I don't know why I mollied him. They might die. Okay. I need elite kills with this thing as well, so... Oof. Don't hit me, please. I'm not trying to die today. Okay. Yeah, I'm at 12 now. I thought so. Okay, I'm at 12 and I have 3 more to go, which should be done when I'm completing my other camos whenever I unlock them. Okay, now it's whenever he shows up a second time. Sorry, I get that mixed up. He shows up at 30, 29, maybe 28, depending on how his first show up was. And then it's after that, whenever he shows up again, I just die basically because, like, you know, when it comes to health in this game, their health doesn't really cap until a higher round. So getting headshots is really difficult. Also, it's part of the strategy. Also, the armor enemies take a lot of damage. Like, way too much. I hate it when it goes out. I go to reload and it starts doing the evac. Or exfil, as they call it in here. But I have a foolproof strategy that'll get you camos relatively quickly, and unless they're snipers, you can't make snipers any quicker because they're already just ridiculously slow. The zombie almost pushed me into that. I didn't want that. Good, get it off my screen. Headshots for days, or hits for days, not really headshots. The golden age of headshots in this game ends after round, like, 22. Or somewhere in there. Round 32, level 281. Not doing bad so far. I don't know how many crit kills I need to finish up with crits, though. That's my only problem. Before I die, I'm gonna throw my monkey so I can get the extra XP, of course. So, also gotta pay attention to that and try to remember that whenever I actually go to die. Whenever mega up, big green man is going to do very phallic things to me. He always does. Oh, look at that, I can't reload. Great, that means ammo is sparse. Good thing money isn't. I've got enough of that to go around. Yeah, I guess I'm kind of wondering how far I am on the MP5, because I remember using it before, and I got a lot of progress for it, even when I wasn't on the class of SMGs. I wasn't even in the mindset of Dark Ether camo at the time, so I just kind of picked it up and started using it, because it was my secondary. And I ran out of ammo in my primary, obviously. These zombies are really bad at hitting. I'm so happy they downgrade the zombies to not be, you know, one hit from 54 miles away. Round 33. I wonder when he's going to show up. It might be this round. Could be this round or next round. Could be 35. So it's within this round or the next couple of rounds he will show up. I don't want to have to use this Uzi for longer than this game, but I might have to. Which sucks, but what are you gonna do? They need to fix these dogs as well. That's a big problem in this game. If you've ever played this game, you'll know what I'm talking about when I say that they need to fix the dogs. Because when you have your back turned to them, they will literally jump through solid objects and hit you. They completely negate any sort of physics whatsoever. Oh, so he shows up this round, hey buddy. Let me throw that to waste it, get a couple more headshots. I've got to be closing in on it. At the end of this, I'm going to be like 200 away, 300 away. Oof, he hit me. Throwing me around like a baseball. Play bowling with me at the alley with the zombies as pins. That's something I'm quite sad they didn't do, is they didn't add any physics with the Megaton and zombies. Like, if the Megaton swings at me and there's zombies in the way, I feel like he should just knock them completely out of the way. Like, without a doubt. See, I said I was gonna die, but since I got an insta-kill, I'm trying to kill him. Whoa! Oh, maybe I can kill him. Can, just barely. But, unfortunately, I still don't want to continue. I'm just gonna stand here, hold my gun, and die. Kill me! There we go. A couple more kills. A little bit of XP. There we go. Oh, look at those critical kills. What a surprise. 1-1-1-1. But anyway, I'm going to show a strategy that will help help anybody who needs help with it. Help with camos, because camos in here are very I'm not gonna say difficult to obtain, because more often than not they're not difficult to obtain. They just take time. That's the biggest problem, is they take a lot of people's time, and that's why a lot of people don't like to do stuff like that and, you know, mastery camos, because it takes so much time. Anyway, let's see. I'm only 100 headshots off. Oh, it's disappointing. I'm 2 elite kills off, which I will do whenever I level it up. I'll get headshots, I'll get elite kill, and I'll get all these, the rest of these. But right now, I'm 2 classes away from finishing Dark Ether camo. I'm right there. I'm getting closer and closer each time I finish and or work on a gun. That's the most disappointing thing I think about Dark Ether. Like, Plague Diamond, it covers almost everything. Except tape, sight, and whatever is on the underbarrel of your weapon. It'll cover the mag, it'll cover the stock, it'll cover the grip, the barrel. It'll completely case it in purple. Gold doesn't do anything but the middle, which is understandable because it's gold, right? I feel like it goes from worst, or worst, the worst there is, I guess, to better. You know, it's painted and then it's just gold, but with dark. Like, that's disappointing. It's disappointing. It's such a small piece of the gun, and Plague Diamond does it so much better. But it's still a beautiful camo nonetheless. We got the bullfrog that I need to do, which yeah, I've got. Oh, at least it's not a bad gun. I'll give it that. It's not a bad gun. That's gonna take about 3 games to complete. Need all the elite eliminations, all the pack punch kills. Gotten 320 kills with the gun in general, and 64 of those kills were headshots. 10 kills rapidly. I was doing that, clearly. Anyway, let's see. The KSP needs to be worked on. Let's see what my MP5 is looking at now. Okay, so it's not bad. See, I've got the threshold of 750. That means this should only take about 2 games. Because I've already got 100 under 1,000, so it's not bad. Gotten none of the elite kills, none of the 10 kills. Gotten kills in general. So it's not bad. It's not looking bad so far. Could be so much worse, but I've got to create a class for this. Equipment drop rate. I always do the same stuff for everything. I do equipment drop rate, I do armor damage, salvage drop rate, and then anything that's fast for the grip. You always got to do the drum mags, because drum mags are always the best, because they're the quickest. Then you gotta have, it's basically a lot of ammo with quick ADS and sprint to fire time. Yeah, the DM Ultras, it's not happening. Like, as much as I want it to happen, it's not gonna happen. And the reason I say that is because the rocket launcher challenges are so stupid. And if you've ever seen them, you know what I mean. It's like, you gotta get double kills in the same life. You've gotta get, you've gotta get 2 kills quickly. It doesn't have to be in the same life, but that doesn't make any sense. They're double kills. It's not fun. It's not fun at all. See, I did play a little bit of Dead Ops Arcade. I haven't really touched on it that much afterward. Intel, I have no clue where any of that is, and Exfil, I've only done it 11 times out of 50, because I guarantee you after 25 it's going to go to 50, because it went 10, 25, 50, it really makes sense. As for Dark Ops, I've only done these, which it's not hard to do any of these in particular, except for maybe Easter egg and D machine. Reach around 30 without going down. That one, it's not hard. I do it a lot. I've done it a lot of times. And then there's reach around 100, a million zombie kills, stuff like that. Which I actually don't know how many zombie kills I have right now. I only have 125,000. So that Dark Ops challenge isn't going to happen for a while. Just because it's so time consuming. I have played, let's see, how long have I been playing zombies? I've been playing for zombies for 5 days, 6 hours, and 38 minutes. Total. That's in-game time that I've been playing. And I only have about a fifth of what I need to. Not even, no. It's like an eighth. That's just, you have to get a million zombie kills. A million. That is so many. Every game that I play, I always only get like 1,200. Anyway, let's move on. I'm gonna start working on the bullfrog now, which shouldn't be too hard. It's gonna take 3 games, but it always takes about 3 games to get all of the crit kills in terms of camos for guns. It's the easiest way, is the way that I'm going to show, you know, right now. This is the easiest way I found, because it only takes about half an hour to get to like round 20 and be set up. You know, you have pack punch stuff and all that, and you're ready to start training and start getting some crit kills. But it's the easiest way that I've found so far, anyway. This is the longest load time ever. There we go. This bullfrog shouldn't be hard. This is probably really loud, and I'm stupid by not turning it down, but whatever. So the first thing is trying to get the maximum amount of points, which is crit kills, which I can't seem to do, apparently. Just crit kills, or knife kills. You know, if you want to work on your gun, I suggest crit. If you don't care about your gun, which you wouldn't really be following this if you don't care about your gun, but, you know, whatever. As you can see, I've got... the first round is just killing things. The second round is also just killing things, getting points. Enough points to get up to the roof. And I've done this every time. It's the same thing every time. I've done it for numerous guns now. And it saved me a lot of time. The key in this one is solely to quit on round 35 every time, because going past that there's no reason. Just because the zombies get so beefed up with health that it's not even, there's no reason to go forward unless you have a sniper and you do a lot of crit damage, and you know you can actually take them out. But even then, like, snipers drop out in damage too. But once you get to round 3, you need to open this and sit upstairs. And you sit here until the beginning of round 6, and then you move on. And this is the easiest place because it's been known for high round attempts for a gun. You know, a bunch of that crap. Bullfrog ain't bad. It could be better though. Really? Like, every time, there's always a couple zombies hiding down there. But once again, you need points. Points. You need points maximization as much as possible. So you're going to want your crit kills, or if you're knifing everything, you're going to want to knife everything, obviously. Crits on everything, or the most you can, because a lot of weapons are shit at aiming. So, now snipers especially, you'll find that out if you're trying to do snipers. Is the aim on them is so bad they never go where you're shooting or where you're aiming, where you're trying to shoot. Anyway, got one more round up here, just getting points. See, now that's something you're gonna want to drop right there. That's something you're definitely gonna want to hope to drop, because wow, is that ever gonna help a lot. Give you the points you need to get to where you want to. And the only thing that can make this better is a legitimate bonus points drop, which isn't gonna happen because well, I mean, that ends the round quickly, I guess. And you're going to want to clear this. And then you're going to chill by the jug area for a round. I do this every time. Literally every time. It's, like I said, it's muscle memory at this point. And I want to chill by jug, by the plane wing for a round and get points. Ooh, body armor. Cool, I don't have to pay for it. That's like the best thing you can ask for in early rounds. It's just body armor to find on the floor, so you don't have to pay for it later. What happens when you run out of ammo? Well, you resort to knifing. And if you don't have a bowie knife, which wouldn't be surprised, but like, why? That or, yeah, you know, lethals and stuff. Oh, look at that, more points. Cool. You see, I'm sitting really good for points right now. I normally come down here with like 6,000. Coming down here with 9,000. So this is a really good run for points. Turn these two on, obviously. Basic stuff, do pack punch. Which is the easiest part. Which by the end of this round, I'll have enough to pack, which is on average. It's on average to be able to pack a punch on round 6, for me anyway. It's happened, I've done it before, and I'm doing it again, obviously, but I should be able to pack a punch anyway. If not, I'll be very close, and I can knife a few next round and get it over and done with. Which might actually be the case if I don't get a little bit of points What of these? Got ammo, that's helpful. More ammo. Points. Points? No, ammo, really? Oh, that was disorienting. See, now the choice is either you can save your money here. There's two choices that you can make. It doesn't really matter which. Obviously, and that's another thing, you're gonna be increasing your rarity of your gun a lot. But you can either choose to buy Deadshot for 2,500 because you're gonna get Jug for free, or you can wait to pack punch, get Jug for free, and then buy it after, which I'm actually going to buy it now because it saves me about 500 points in the end, really. So did I hit that? I did. Do this, get free Jug and a potential secondary weapon that I might actually need to do. Which I doubt it, but you never know. But yeah, there's really nothing you can do here other than wait for a minute. Nothing other than if you skipped, you know, upgrading your weapon on accident, or didn't buy Deadshot yet or something. You can go do that and get it over with, just so you don't have to spend 500 extra points. The weirdest thing about this is I've gotten a nuke in here before, and what nukes do is fucking, they kill zombies, right? Doesn't kill these ones. It would be cool if it did, or at least set them on fire or something. That'd be a cool thing that it could do, but obviously it doesn't. Give me Jug. An Og. I've already finished that. Now, I don't even take the gun if I finished it. You know, and a lot of people would take it because, oh, it's a secondary, it's better than your fists. Because if you have fists, on round, like, 20-something, or 30-something, I'm pretty sure you won't just go and punch them. I'm pretty sure you try to focus on buying ammo because you have your fists. If you have a secondary, you'll switch to the secondary and you'll start using that. And you'll go completely off of your original task of, you know, doing the gun that you have. I think I need to kill these. It's a bad thing that I don't have packed gun. And this is where the choice is actually affected, is if you get a packed gun over buying Deadshot, then, you know, this guy will be a trouble the first time around. Which normally isn't a problem. You can easily ignore him and just get the points to pack. But at this point, when you've got free Jug and all that, now you pretty much just run around this area and train to get headshots. And occasionally go down to pack your weapon or upgrade its rarity or something. So I'm actually going to do right now. Another huge perk to get rather quickly. Like, I always get dead shot, and then I get pack, and then I get stamina, because stamina is key. And then after stamina, I get second pack, and then I get quick revive, and sometimes speed cola, depending on, you know, if I feel like I need it or not, which with SMGs isn't normally, you know, reloading isn't normally a problem. Oh, hello. If you're gonna swing at me, hit me. Come on. You can see at this point I don't actually have 1,000 scrap to increase it to blue, which sucks and is unlucky, but you know, what are you gonna do? 3 points. Only got about 700, which sucks. Hey. Need to get stamina up, so you're going to want to open that as well, because both ways are going to be closed, and if you come up from downstairs from upgrading your weapon or getting armor or something, you're basically screwing yourself into this particular area, which you can train here. It's just a lot more difficult of a strategy to do so to get the headshots needed. Level up my bullfrog, which I'm going to need to level up by the end of this. I can guarantee it. It always happens, and it sucks because nobody wants to level up weapons. Just go back to Black Ops 3 style, where you can get everything. You can get dark matter right away. You don't have to use the guns for 7 years to be able to, you know, get the level necessary to even start on some of the camos. But I got enough for stamina. As you see, that's close too. That's like a later round door if you need quick revive or something. You come up through knocked and you open that and get quick revive, because quick revive is more important than you may think for megatons, because they throw stuff at you all the time, and you know, it's a big problem if you don't have quick revive to get your health back quickly, especially if there's, you know, 2 megaton bombers. They can constantly barrage you and you can't heal. But at this point, the easiest way to do this is to basically cut this side of the map off. You basically just gotta assume it's not there. Right? You can go over there, but you're gonna want to train in this general area, because, well, one, it's the easiest, and two, there's actually a key to it once you actually round up a bunch of zombies, which is very slow right now, because round 10. But once you round up all the zombies, and all the zombies have spawned, which I realize they haven't, but once they all spawn, you come back here and you just shoot down a lane, all of them in their heads. This is the easiest way. You can get the 20 kills without getting hit like this very quickly, because there's a good chance if you rack up all the zombies in the round on round 20 or higher, there will be more than 30 zombies there to actually shoot and get that camo. So at this point, I am saving up to pack a second time, because I have the 3 necessary perks at the beginning. It's at about round 22 you're going to want to try to get quick revive, because then those megatons become a problem. You start showing up and it's, yeah, it can ruin the train. Speaking of megaton, hello. See that stuff? He spits that, which isn't really a problem because he can't do it constantly. But when the bombers do that, you know, there can be 2 at a time and it can get you to low health. And if you don't have quick revive to get that health back up quickly, you could easily get hit in the side. And down right then and there. So you can see they're barraging me right now. I don't have quick revive to get my stuff up. I think it's only round 11 and all the zombies are really slow. This would be a really big problem if it was round like 30. Because I could pretty much walk circles around these zombies and they can't hit me. Like it's slow. Alright, there's another one. Round 12. And the easiest thing about this is after you get through all that, it's just training in this area for about 20 rounds, 25 rounds roughly, and just getting, you know, crit kills on crit kills on crit kills to finish your camos. And like I said, it's at about round 35 that you probably want to call it quits, because it's really hard to get crit kills then, because zombies' health, you know, they get to a certain point where it's, you gotta put a lot of bullets into them, and they all have armor, so it can be quite a pain in the arse. As you can see, I'm rounding them up, and they're still coming in, which is ridiculous how many zombies can actually fit on the map at once. You see, once you have them all round up, you come down this line, and you just shoot. Shoot for the head. Until either it's either until they're all dead, or there's so few that you can just run past them with ease. You're also going to want to keep that door closed as well, because if you're coming back here with a horde of zombies shooting, you don't want, you know, zombies spawning right there and coming out and hitting your ass, because it'll cut you short of killing your zombies and potentially screw over your 20 kills without getting hit camo. Now 14. It's only round 14. That's ridiculous. I say only, but it feels like it's been longer when I know it hasn't. First zombie I kill. Too bad there's no megaton here to use this insta-kill on. 250 critical hits. Yay! I'll have to go 2,250 more. Which it seems like a lot, but once you start getting the higher rounds with this strategy, it all start flying by. Like, I don't even have 200 right now. It's because it's not even around 20. But it's once you start actually crazy piling them up, and you can just shoot down the lane and kill a bunch of them. It goes really fast. There's not even that many zombies. There's barely any zombies in a round right now. But I can go pack a second time. Secondary pack punch. Another good thing to do and remember is to not put any weapon abilities on your gun. Just because normally it'll screw over everything. If it's a brain rot, it'll go in and kill your entire train. If it's, you know, electric, it'll go in and kill your entire train, but with AoE. If it's freeze, it'll slow down zombies that could potentially block your path, which isn't normally a problem, but, you know, it can. It's happened before. And then fire, I guess you could get fire, but, you know, it risks the ability to, you know, get a headshot on them because they might die from it. Did make through that, and it let me through as I activated it. This game, man. This game is so buggy. I love it, but it's buggy as fuck. They have so many things to fix. And it's not like they can't fix it. They can fix it. They're just not. They just don't care. They just want their cosmetics in the shop to be updated. Just throw some shade towards Treyarch real quick. I haven't had a bug happen in this game in a while. Like a weird bug that shouldn't happen no matter the circumstances. I've had dogs jump through this fucking tank for fuck's sake, but, you know, I haven't had any actual legitimate game-changing bugs just because there's not that many to go off of right now. And I guess it's a good thing, but, like, you know, it's also a bad thing because it just goes to show that there's not much you can really do to make your experience better, I guess would be the expression for it. Nothing funny can really happen, like, you know. Bullfrog ain't bad. I don't like how it tilts the camera when it shoots, but what are you gonna do? Max ammo, that's useful. Three elite eliminations. Yay! Only 12 more to go. Look at that, I can upgrade my weapon to purple. So more often than not, when you come down to upgrade everything, you're probably going to want to continue this way. But since I'm doing it at the beginning of a round, it's not as dangerous because it takes them a while to come in. If it's like mid-round, there's no way you can turn back. Like, without a doubt, there's just no chance. But at the beginning of a round, there's a better chance to get back up and, you know, be alive at the end of it. There's just some zombies that are just too slow. They can't keep up. Look at those kills. Like, it's... That's an easy 30 right there. Extermination. It's an easy 30 kills. This is definitely the easiest way to get not only crit kills, but the final camo on every gun, which is 20 hits without dying. Or without getting hit, not dying. Dying is getting hit, but a lot more lethal. 3 points. Well, it was 800, it's double points. Wow. Double the free points. Close to being able to pack a punch a third time. And I do know that I said I normally go for Pack Punch 2 and then Quick Revive and then Pack Punch 3, but it just hasn't been a need. Like, I haven't gotten close to death, so, you know, I'm just gonna push it. Also, it's not even around 20 yet, so not that scary. These dogs. You can never turn your back on them because they will do some anti-physics shit. And I hate it. Ay. Tried to run around them, but I hit the fucking mystery box. Never fails to happen. Dog round, free XP. Guess I might as well pack a punch for them at it. And that's another thing that makes this a lot easier, is the fact that you're only focusing on one gun, so it makes the upgrading process cost a lot less. Like, for example, if you're doing 2 guns, you're gonna have a worse time pack-a-punching because of the fact that you have 2 guns and you're trying to balance them. But if you're focusing on one gun, like, you know, if you're doing camos, you should do, just makes things a lot easier, a lot smoother in the point area of the game. See, at this point, I don't even need to open this. I'm still going to, in case I need to run this way instead of the other way because of, I don't know, mass zombie production, which never happens, but one day it could happen. You never know. Wow, look at that. That's another big problem, is hit detection. You could be aiming at the head and it will count as a body. You can be aiming like 5 meters to the left of the head and it'll still count as a headshot. It's... Oh, what a time for you to show up. I just take away his health real quick with insta-kill. He's grounded from his health bar. Can't get this hellhound. Come on. Jump at me. Do it all the time. Jump from 5 miles away. Now you don't want to? Look. Armor. Free armor. Oh cool, I got my monkey back. I didn't have to build it. As you can see right now, at the point that I am, my gun is overpowered. For the zombies, for the megatons, all that. Within the next 5 rounds, it's not going to be overpowered. The next megaton that I fight is not going to be so easily obliterated. It's gonna take a decent amount more bullets than just that. Which is obviously it's what the game does to keep it balanced, but you know. Hey, that's another thing. You're gonna want to kill the dogs the second they spawn if possible. You gotta kill them as quickly as possible. You want to get them out of the equation because they will screw all of this up. They will screw up your aim, they will screw up what you're shooting. It's just a big pain that nobody wants. Which is, at this point, it should be basic knowledge to kill a dog as soon as they spawn, but still good to say. See, like, he just jumped from downtown. He just jumped from New York. They're so broken, it's not fair. And you know they're broken too, because people have to make tutorials on how to avoid them and properly deal with them. And if Treyarch doesn't see that as a sign of, hey, our shit's broken, I don't know. There's nothing else you can really do. Exfil window gone. Good. Screwing everything up. And it's crazy to think that it's that dog. You just they jump and like slide sideways in the air to hit you. It's not fair. But it's crazy to think that I was in this basically exact same situation not even an hour ago. This is the quickest way to get it done. Like 400 scraps, come on. Oh, cool. Don't need to buy ammo. Not that I was close to buying it or anything, but it's always good to get a max ammo every once in a while, instead of having to buy it. This is how you know the strategy works. It's just a line of stuff to pick up. And bodies, but we don't talk about the bodies. It's the tacticals and lethals that are more important. I'm already getting hit by the dog. Probably jumped through the wall of the fucking building. Yeah, I turn around as he's jumping, nothing strange happens. He's normal. Guaranteed you, if I had stayed turned around, he would have jumped from where he was to right on my ass. Because that's just how unbalanced it is. Speak cola as well. It's not a need for this guy. I was turned around that time and he still did it. That one didn't care. Not even trying to hide it anymore. Alright. I need speak cola. It's my final perk. Final and the least important, but still good to have because it helps in not wasting my time. Great. Speaking of wasting my time, where's the zombie gonna be? Downstairs somewhere. Or not, spawns behind me. He was literally just downstairs over there somewhere. But yeah, this is it. This is how you do it the quickest way. I've only been playing this game for like what, 40 minutes? Round 24, already got 500 crit kills. Could have 700, but early rounds didn't care about it. Also, missed shots in here, because you can't always get headshots. Max ammo, cool. Oh, hello. What a distinguished gentleman jumping over that fence like that. What a nice man. Ignoring all rules. Yeah, see, he's taking a lot of bullets. If I just keep shooting him in the head, not as many, but... Need some armor. Careful not to press it twice, because I need that. Need these rare scraps for my gun. See, by the time I'm running up here, they were already crawling out the holes. That tunnel is a death trap. If you've ever played this game and had to run out of the basement, you know what I mean. It is a death trap tunnel that will kill you really fast if you're in there 1 second too long. Zombie Semtex kill. It's not what I need, but okay. You see just how many I kill in rapid succession. So yeah, definitely not melting them that easy. Still melting them at a decent rate. Working on it. Earn 25. Once again, probably gonna call it quits at like round 35-ish in that general area. But this is definitely the easiest by far. The easiest way to get dark ether is this right here. And I would agree that if you showed me a, I don't know, training area in pond or by the plane, as long as they portrayed it right, I would agree that that could be the best spot. Just because it's of ease. $750 kills while it's pack-a-punched. Progress! Oof. Exfil opportunity, I think I'll skip. No thanks. I've already spent an absurd amount of time playing this game on multiplayer and on zombies, and then on top of that, unmarked time in the campaign. It's, I wouldn't say it's ridiculous, but it's definitely something. Treyarch, bring back double XP more often. That's another thing. This double XP, it's so rare now. Us players, we want it more. We want it more, obviously, because it's a lot better to have double XP than to not, because leveling up weapons is such a pain in the ass. And it's even worse of the fact that we need to do it if we want any mastery camos. Which I'm not saying is bad, it's just, you used to not do it. Like, please, I don't know why you used to not do it. And it was so much better when you didn't. Because you could work on one weapon, and before you're even fully leveled it out, you could be done it. That was another thing I liked about Black Ops 3, is they had a bunch of camos that you could get, right, and were progressive in of the fact that you'll get every camo in order. And then there were like 5 other different camos which were completely different challenges, but you needed to complete the first original length challenge. That was the biggest change, was when Modern Warfare 2019 came out. And there was like 100 camos for each gun. There were, I think it was a total of 10 different camo categories. There were 100 of different camos in total. 10 in each category, and then your final 3, which are the mastery, and then any excess you purchased. That was such a big, it seemed like such a big challenge. And without a doubt, I got to the end of it. It wasn't the hardest challenge in the world. It was just very tedious. And it's just like Cold War and camos. It's not a hard challenge. It's just very tedious. Yeah, you can see my kills to crit is ridiculous. It's normally never like this. It's always like I have 1,000 limbs and I have like 850 crit kills. But no, it's because the Bullfrog is so bad at aiming and its recoil is awful. So, Bullfrog, it's not hard. It's just going to take a little bit longer than the others, it looks like, so. Which I'm not completely against. I'm not completely against it, I'm just not completely with it. And I say that in of the fact that, like, most people nowadays that play games are old, right? Most people that play Call of Duty games are old anyway. You know, all the kids, they stick to Fortnite, Marvel, whatever the who's and how's it's, whatever they're playing now. They always stick to their childish games because they're, well, children. But it's people who play this game, more often than not, don't have the time to put in to get this camo. Which is why I think the leveling to get camos system shouldn't be a thing. Like, I don't want to have to level up a gun to level 50 before I can even finish the camos on it. Right? And that's one gun. And without double XP, leveling that up, it is brutal. Like, it is horrible. Nobody wants to do it for the sole fact that it takes so long. Especially the final 10 levels. They are the worst. Because you're right there, you're right on the cusp of getting level 50, but what it takes to level up is so much. Like I said, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, it's just, I feel like it shouldn't be a thing anymore. Like Black Ops 3, I never got Dark Matter in that game, but it was significantly easier in terms of getting camos in general. And you know, everybody looks at Modern Warfare 2019 as the big step, or the biggest step Call of Duty has taken in terms of graphics, right? And there was so much content there because there was 100 camos to obtain, and 10 categories of camos, each one making you do something different. I understand it, and I'm not going to say it was fun to do, because most things weren't fun to do. Like rocket launchers, for example. That was a horrible mess. Especially the RPG. Like, nobody wants to try and shoot down a fucking spy plane 7 miles away. You know, I don't want to sit here be doing the Pythagorean theorem trying to figure out how far the rocket is going to go, how far in front of the UAV I have to aim, you know, and even compensating for its rotation around the map. Like, it's just a big mess. Doing that RPG was horrible if nobody was running personal radar in the enemy team. Right? And nobody ever dropped support helicopters. That was never a thing. Support helos, those never showed up, unless someone luckily got them out of a package, and even then, it's not even 100% that you're going to be the one to shoot it down. Because if somebody throws up a support helo, everyone on the team is probably going to want to shoot it down, because it's annoying. So with everybody on your team shooting LMGs at it, ARs at it, snipers at it, whatever they may be shooting at it, there's a low chance you're going to get that hit, and that final hit, and, you know, reward for doing that final hit. There's just such a low chance. The Sigma in this game is so much better because it has lock-on. This game is so better with rockets in general because there's only 2. Like, with Modern Warfare, there was 4 base rocket launchers. They had the Javelin or the Joker, they had the RPG, they had the Strela, and they had the Pila. 2 of those were not lock-on. The other 2 were lock-on. One was just really fucking slow to actually blow up your target, which also made it very difficult to blow, you know, stuff up. Especially support skills, kill streaks. At least it was lock-on, but, you know, there was a good chance somebody was going to shoot a Pila at it before your Javelin had a chance to come down and break it, you know, after shooting it 3 years ago. But even then, in Modern Warfare 2019, the rocket launcher camos never forced you to get, like, 2 kills in the same life. Right? You have to get 2 kills in the same life with the rocket launcher. It's stupid. It sounds foolish. It shouldn't be done, but, you know, here they are. You want DMR Ultra or Dark Matter Ultra? You gotta do that, and it's stupid. But people already have it. People have sat through it. And as good as the camo looks, I'm sorry, but I'm not sitting through rockets again. And I know very well this time that it's not going to be a disappointment like Damascus was, but it's one of those things where I don't feel like my time is well spent doing it. I don't. Which is why I'm getting Dark Ether in compensation for never getting Dark Matter in BO3. Or BO4, but we don't talk about number 4, that's a mess. I miss back in BO3 days, when the zombies camos were just kills. They were just kills. They may have not have been the flashiest camos, and there may have not have been a reward for getting all the camos and all the guns, but it was so much simpler. You know, like, it didn't ask you, you know, get 3 crit kills in a row, get 20 kills in a row without getting touched, get 1,000,000 headshot kills with every weapon. It was just simpler when it just asked you to kill. And I'll say it, Red Hex was not a good camo, but you feel more I'm not going to say you feel more rewarded when you got it, because you definitely didn't compared to this. But you definitely feel like there was... You didn't really had to put much brain power on it. It was just you pick up the gun and shoot it. Pick up the gun, shoot it, kill. It was so easy, so straightforward. I want to go back to that. I don't want none of this 2,500 crit kills with every single gun. Like, it's not fun. It's too grindy. It doesn't feel right for zombies. And I guess there is the whole replayability factor in this. Like, there's a high replayability in it, but it's after a while it gets really annoying. And it was the same thing with Damascus and Modern Warfare, but there was nothing else to do on Modern Warfare. You could go play Warzone, but what fun is that? You know, oh yeah, I'm sorry to all the streamers out there who play Warzone for a living, I don't care. But Warzone wasn't fun. Co-op wasn't fun. Multiplayer was the only thing in that game that was even worth time. And it was one of those things where it was over time. Over time, I was getting a bunch of stuff for each gun and all that. With this, you have to literally focus all of your attention on one gun at a time if you want it done. Because I can guarantee you, you're not about to get, I don't even know how many headshot kills, right, evenly distributed through all the guns, because nobody's going to pick up a 1911 and use that for fucking 50 rounds. Like, that's just not going to happen. Nobody's going to pick up a thumper and actually legitimately try to use it. People are going to pick up a thumper, say ew, and put it down for something else in the box. Just like old COD zombies. Or if you got a shitty gun, you should put it back in the box. Put it back in the box, don't pick it up in the first place. It was always the grind at the box for the good weapon. Which didn't always come out, which was understandable, you know, wonder weapon, stuff like that, but it's sad. It's sad. Once again, I'm not saying, oh, zombies is garbage, it shouldn't exist. I love it. I enjoy it a lot. But some of the decisions in the camo challenges, I feel like it's hard to match the thinking process behind it. Like, I want to know who at Treyarch decided it was going to be a good idea to make players get 2,500 headshot kills in zombies with snipers for each sniper. Like, that's horrible. Nobody wants to do that. It's understandable if it's on an AR, submachine gun, LMG, anything else. And then you have a legitimately good gun, you know, one pack punch, a pistol. That's only 1,500? Like, it just doesn't, thought process isn't there. And I feel like it could be changed for better. But I think we all know Treyarch's not going to change anything. Because what are they doing in the next update? They're adding Tombstone with a mixture of who's who, which, if you've been paying attention at all in the zombies community, or in the Call of Duty community at all, nobody wants either of those. Those are the two most hated perks in zombies history. And then, once again, their thought process is, oh, the community hates them both, let's just put them together. Why not? Just because you're fusing them together it isn't gonna make them good, like, at all. It's gonna make it worse. Somehow. Tombstone can get worse. And Who's Who can get worse. Somehow. Didn't think it was a possibility, but it's happening. I feel like Electric Cherry would have been a better input. Fuck, even PhD. PhD Flopper. Like, the ray gun never hurts you. The DIE never hurts you. The only thing that hurts you is equipment found off the ground, but it would still be a better addition than Tombstone. A practically useless perk would be a better addition than Tombstone. Which, by the way, isn't even supposed to be Tombstone until it's fully upgraded. But the thought process, it just isn't there. Like most Treyarch games, the thought process isn't there. They could do so much with this game, but they don't know what to do. They're doing the exact opposite of what the community wants. And they're only dooming themselves to die. Like, realistically, if everybody who ever supported Treyarch just stopped buying their games, what are they gonna do? They're gonna realize they're running out of money, right? They're not making any income. They're gonna start doing things correctly at that point. They're going to start realizing that if they don't appease the community is going to fight back in the sense that make them go bankrupt and out of business. It's the same with every game company. The key ingredient in a game company, communication with the people who play their game, and their, followship. And communication between the devs and creators of the game and people who play it. Now, albeit Treyarch does pay attention to stuff that's imbalanced and stuff like that whenever we're crying out for help. Warzone gun broken, yada yada, we've all heard it a million times. They realize, oh shit, yeah, they're right, it's broken, let's fix it. They fix it. They listen in that aspect. But things that are minor but are still inconveniences nonetheless and shouldn't be a thing, they don't care. Unless some big popular streamer person who I'm not going to name says something, they're not going to do anything. Unless it's a serious problem to their game that's legitimately breaking everything, they're not going to do anything. And sometimes, even on the occasion that it's a serious game-breaking glitch that is breaking Warzone and giving people free wins, they're not going to fix it for like 2 weeks. And they don't even do anything to try and stop it. Like, they don't disable the item affiliated with it. They just say that they're looking for a solution. They say that they understand the problem and that it's happening a lot, and they're trying to look for a solution to it, which most of the time it doesn't feel like they're doing that. It feels like they're just trying to bide time to, make people angry or something. But what are you gonna do? Because I guarantee you, no matter what your following is, there's no chance you're going to convince people to stop buying Call of Duty games to set them straight. Because there's always going to be people out there that are still going to be funding them, whether it be in-game cosmetics, whether it be legit game purchases, whether it be DLC purchases, whatever way it may be, they will still be promoting and helping them by purchasing their stuff. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, it's just, you're never going to convince a large community group to just stop In order to pick up the armor, I would have picked up an axe. That's not good. I want my Molotov back. Give me. Yeah, see, it's getting to the point where I'm taking a lot of bullets to die now. So at this point, around 35, you probably want to kill yourself. Rinse and repeat, which I'm going to do this round after I use my monkey, because I want the XP. Really? Dog round? Okay. Cool. Game doesn't want me to die, apparently. That dog dipped its paw in the fire and died. It's great. $1,500 kills with it pack-punched. Making some progress, but it's still quite a while away. Come on, guys, come and kill me. Come kill me! Go kill the monkey! Yeah, that's how quickly you change your minds, idiots. A couple more headshots in, just cuz. Oh. There we go, and I sit here and shoot until I die. Which apparently is going to take a lot. There we go. Oh yeah, big guy's here too. Haha, idiot, you don't get to kill me. 1,000 headshots for the bullfrog. Not bad. It's really good progress. Ay. Should've got me a lot of levels too. Yep. Full 285. Closing in on 300. Which isn't bad, but could be better if I had double XP, which Treyarch is never going to give out. So at 1,000 critical kills. I didn't think the bullfrog was gonna be this bad for critical kills. I could have had so many more in that game, like at least 200 more if it was just consistent with its recoil, but it isn't. Pack punch, another 1,000 kills. That's a good thing. There's a good chance you will finish crit kills last, unless you're never pack punching your gun, which is stupid, but crit kills will always be lasts. It'll be brushstroke and grunge will be finished before liquid all the time, and vintage more often than not should be finished before liquid, but chances, you know, they change. Fauna, that'll be finished really quickly once you unlock it. It's you know, probably the easiest. 10 kills rapidly. And you have 20 consecutive kills without getting hit. 3 or more crit kills. A lot of easy stuff. Getting closer to it. I'm about halfway there on the camos. Well, I finished one SMG. And that was the AK-74U. Finished it because it was already done in levels. Bullfrog, I'm working on it. KSP needs to be leveled up. Uzi's right there, but not done. And then the MP5 needs to be worked on as well. That's after I do the Bullfrog. And I'd say that the MP5 is probably one of the easiest ones in the submachine gun category, other than the Uzi. The KSP sucks and is painful to do. The Uzi is good and not really painful to do. Bullfrog, it's not bad, it could be a lot better. It's a pain in the ass still, but you know, it's better than the KSP for sure. KSP is just horrible. MP5 is easy. AK-74U, I'm a bit iffy on it. Like, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's also not the best. It's one of those guns where if you use it enough, you'll get used to the recoil. But other than that, it could be better, could be a lot worse as well. But I think that is all for this stream, because I'm doing it for an hour and a half and it is 1:30 in the morning. I might do this kind of stuff every once in a while at night, just start streaming to sit back and do some zombies and try to get this dark ether, because I'm closing in on it. I'm getting really close, and I'll probably want to stream actually getting it, just because it's one of those moments that's going to be special, unlike Damascus. Damascus was special, but it wasn't special to the point where I cared enough. Like, because that camo sucks ass. It's disgusting. It's the worst mastery camo ever, especially for the amount of challenges behind it. But, like I said, I might do this every once in a while at night. Just start working on this. But other than that, I'll probably be working on these in the background off stream, just to, you know, get some progress. But man, gotta say, this is one hell of a challenge. Overall, it's definitely one that you would want to go for if you want to sit and play a game for like your entire life, which I don't think everybody wants to do. But pain in the ass. Pain in the ass, is it? But this is the end of the broadcast. I'll see you whenever I do it again, if I ever do it.